Here simplify 24 divided by 17 minus 5. That's 17 minus 5 in the within the bracket. So we know that here there are some mathematical operations, division, subtraction, but that subtraction is within the bracket. So first when we are simplifying the numerical expression, first we have to simplify the brackets, right? So here 17 minus 5 is there. So before dividing this 24, we have to subtract this 5 from 17, right? So 24 divided by 17 minus 5, 12. Why we are subtracting first? Because this subtraction is within the bracket. So when we are simplifying the numerical expression, first we have to do within the bracket, right? So after that we can do the division. So in the bracket there is a subtraction. So first we have to do that subtraction. 17 minus 5 is 12. Now we have to divide this 24 by 12. Then 24 divided by 12 is equal to 2. Then the answer is 2, right? Then the second question is, describe the set A. Here 1, 4, 9, 16, 25 in words. Here they have listed out the elements of sets, right? So you have to describe this set A in words. So already we have learned in grade that last week also. We can write the set in 3 methods in grade 7. Right? First one, describing method. Second one, list out the elements. Third one, we have to show in Venn diagram. So here they have list out the elements of set A. So now we have to describe this set A. So you can do it now. So you have to describe that set A, right? So, right. Here 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. We know that these numbers are square numbers, right? Here this is 1 is the first square number, 4 second square number, then 9 is third square number, 16 is fourth square number, 25 is fifth square number. So these are the square numbers. And also we can say these 5 numbers are first 5 square numbers, right? So when we are describing this set A, here I am going to describe this set A. So I have to write in words. Here these are first 5 square numbers, no? So I am going to write within that bracket. When we are describing a set, you have to write that set. You have to describe in words. So you have to write that sentence within the bracket, right? Within the double bracket. So here 1, 4, 9, 16, 24. These are the first 5 square numbers. So I am going to write first 5 square numbers. First 5 square numbers. Right? So here in the question, they have listed out the set A. They have listed out within the bracket, they have write down the elements 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. So we have to describe that set A. So I write down that set. So I describe that set in words. First 5 square numbers, right? Then question number 3. Find the digital root of a number 125,365. Right? Here someone is asking, sir, 1 to 5 square numbers. Not 1 to 5. You have to write down that first 5 square numbers. Otherwise, you can write the square numbers between 30 or 26 because that maximum value is 25. No? So you can write down that first 5 square numbers. Otherwise, you can write down the square numbers less than 30 or less than 26 or less than 27, whatever it is, right? So you have to write down in that way, right? Then third question, find the digital root of a number 125,365. Here this is the number, 6-digit number. So we have to find the digital root. So first we have to know how can we find a digital root. The last class also we learned how to find a digital root. Here there are 6 digits. We have to add all 6 digits. Then we have to get an answer as a single digit. That is the digital root. Here 1 plus 2 plus 5 plus 3 plus 6 plus 5. These are 6 digits of that number. So I am going to add these 6 digits. Then 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 5, 8, 8 plus 3, 11. 11 plus 6, 17, 17 plus 5, 22, then 22. So I am going to that 22 is a 2-digit number, right? So we have to get a single digit. Then again I have to add these 2. So these 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. Then the digital root of this number 125,365 is 4, right? So here we have to add these all 6 digits. By adding these digits, we have to get a single digit, right? So that is 4. Then this 4 is the digital root of that number. Then question number 4. If the number 2-27 is divisible by 3, there is a number, that number is divisible by 3. Write the suitable digits in the blank. So we have to write the suitable digits in that blank, right? So here 2-27, that is a 4-digit number. That number is divisible by 3. First, you have to know about the divisibility rule. So what is the divisibility of 3? What is the divisibility of 4? Then 2, 5, 6, and 9 and 10. So you have already learned in the unit factors and multiples, right? So you know that divisibility rule. Here this number is divisible by 3. So first we will see what is the condition for a number divided by 3 without remainder. So we have to find the condition. Then what is the condition? If the digital root of a number is divisible by 3, that means that digital root can be divided by 3 without remainder, right? If a digital root of a number is divisible by 3, then we can say that number is divisible by 3. For an example, here 45, right? So first we have to find the digital root of that number. Here 45, the digital root is 9. Here this 9 is divisible by 3. Then what is divisible by 3? We can divide this 9 by 3 without remainder, right? So if we can divide by 3 without remainder, then we can say this number 9 is divisible by 3, right? So if a digital root of a number is divisible by 3, then that number is divisible by 3. Got it? So here 2-27, this is the 4-digit number. So if this number is divisible by 3, then the digital root of this number should be 369, isn't it? Here in the question they are mentioning this number is divisible by 3. That means we can divide this number divide by 3 without remainder, right? If this number is divisible by 3, then digital root of this number should be 3 or 6 or 9. Because if the digital root is divisible by 3, then that number can be divided by 3. Right. So now we have to find this number. So what is the digit we are going to write in this blank? Right. So first we will add these 3 digits. Here 2 plus 2 plus 7. Right. 2 plus 2, 4, 4 plus 7, 11. Then 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Right. Here in the question, they are saying that this number is divisible by 3. I already told you, if a number is divisible by 3, then that the digital root of that number should be 3, 6, or 9. Here, when we are adding these 3 digits, we get 2. Right? So, if we add 1 with this number, with this digit, then we can get the digital root 3. If we add 1 with these digits, then we can get the digital root as 3. So, here in this blank, we can write 1. Here we will check it. If we write 1, here 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 7, 12. Then 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Then the digital root is 3. So, we can write 3 here. Then that is the first answer, 1. Then the digital root, the next digital root is 6. Here, if the digital root of this number is 3, then again we have to add 3, no? So, because here the digital root is 3, if we add 3, then we can get 6. So, already here we add 1. Now, we are going to add 3. So, we should add 4. So, we should have to write 4 in that blank. Here we can check it. 2 plus 4, 6. 6 plus 2, 8. 8 plus 7, 15. That means 1 plus 5, 6. So, in this blank, we can write 4 also. Then second answer is 4. Now, what else? Here, the digital root is 6. Here, in the first number, the digital root is 3. Here, we can find 9 also. If the digital root of a number is 9, then that number is divisible by 3, no? So, we can arrange for 9. Here, this is 6. So, again, we have to add. If we add this, add 3 with this 6, then we can get 9. So, here this is 4, no? So, we have to add 3. Then, here we have to write 7. We will check it. Right? Here, this is 7. 2 plus 3 is 7, 9. 9 plus 2, 11. 11 plus 7, 18. Then the digital root is 9. So, if we find the first digit, that means first answer, then we can add 3, no? With that digits. Here, we found the number, digit 1. Then when we are writing the digit 1, we got the digital root as 3. If we want to get the digital root as 6, then we have to add 3 with that digit. Then 4. Here, again, we can add 3, then 7. Then what are the digits we can write in that blank? 1 or 4 or 7. Here the question is, if the number 2-27 is divisible by 3, write the suitable digits. So you have to write all the digits. You have to write 1, 4 and also 7. Right? Then we will move the fifth question. Write the first 5 prime numbers. You know what is prime numbers because you have learned in grade 6 also what is prime number. Right? If a number is divisible, if a number can be divided by 1 and itself, then we can call that number as prime number. This is the first way to define a prime number. In another way also we can define a prime number. If a number has only 2 factors, then that number is a prime number. If a number has only 2 factors, then that number is a prime number, right? So in 2 ways we can define this prime number. First one, If a number is divided by 1 and itself, then we can say that number is a prime number. In the second way, we can express if a number has only 2 factors, then that number is a prime number. Here, write the first 5 prime numbers. We have to write the first 5 prime numbers. We know 1 can be divided by only 1. Right? So we have, I already told that if a number has 2 factors, then we can write that number as a prime number. So 1 is not a prime number. Then 2, here we will check that. 2. This 2 can be divided by 1 and 2 only. So that that 2 has only 2 factors. So 2 is a prime number. Then next number is 3. Here 3 can be divided by 1 and 3 only. So 3 also has 2 factors. So we can say that 3 also prime number. Then 4. Here we can divide this 4 by 1 and 2 and 4. This 4 has 3 factors, no? If a number has only 2 factors, then we can go that number is a prime number. But in this 4, here 4 has 3 factors. So the 4 is not a prime number. Then 5. Here 5 can be divided by 1 and 5, right? 1 and itself, that means 5. So 5 is a prime number. So 6 we can divide by 1, 2, 3 and all. Then 7. 7 also prime number. Then 8. Only 2 is the even prime number. So we don't need to check other prime number, even numbers. Here only 2 is the only one even prime number. Right? So we don't need to check any other even numbers because those are not a prime numbers. The other even numbers are, we call that composite number. Right? Here, except 2 other even numbers are composite numbers. Those are not prime numbers because they have more than 2 factors. So no need to check 8. Then 9. Here we can divide that 9 by 1, 3 and 9. So it has more than 2 factors. Then 9 is not a prime number. So no need to check the 10 because 10 is even number. No. Then 11. Here 11 can be divided by 1 and itself. That means 11. So 11 can be divided by 1 and 11. So 11 also prime number. So these are the first 5 prime numbers. Then question number 6. Write all the factors of 72. Right? So we have to write down all the factors of 72. Right. So what is factor? If a number can be written as a product of 2 factors, 2 numbers, then that 2 numbers is a factors, right? Here 72 we can write as 1 into 72. Here we can write as 2 into 36. Then 3 into 24. 4 into 18. We can write this 72 as a product of 2 numbers. 1 into 72 also 72. 2 times 36 also 72. 3 times 24. 4 times 18. 5 we can't divide by 72, no? Then 6. 6 times 12 is also 72. We can't divide by 7. Then 8. 8 times 9 is also 72. So we can write this 72 as a product of 2 numbers. So in this way, we can express this 72. If a number can be written as a product of 2 numbers, then 2 numbers are factors of that number. In another way, we can say, by these all numbers, we can divide this 72 without remainder, isn't it? Here we can divide by 1, we can divide by 2, we can divide by 3, we can divide by 4. We can divide by 6. Then by these numbers, we can divide this 72. That is why we are saying that the factors of 72 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 12, 18, 24, 36, and 72. These are the factors of 72. So by these whole numbers, we can divide this 72 without remainder. So that these are the factors of 72. Then we will move the question number 7. Find the highest common factor of 48 and 72. The last class also we have learned what is highest common factor. So we have to find the highest common factor of 48 and 72. First, we have to know what is highest common factor, right? Highest common factor. So that is why we are calling that HCF. So how can we find the highest common factor of these two numbers? Yeah, I will explain in two ways. We can find more ways also, right? So I am going to explain in two ways here. 48. First, we have to write down the factors of 48. So by which numbers we can divide this 48 without remainder? 1, then 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, then 12, what else? Then 16, then 32, sorry, 24, 24 and 48. Then these are the factors of 48, right? Then the 72. Now we have to write down the factors of 72. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 12, then 18, then 24, then 36, 72. These are the factors of 72. Right now we have written the factors of 48 and 72. So these are the factors. Then we have to find the common factors. So what are the common factors? We have written that 48 and 72. So we will find what are the common factors. Here 1 is the common factor. 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, then 12. What else? Then 24. So these are the common factors, right? So here first we have write down the factors of 48 and 72. Then we have got the common factors of 48 and 72. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 24. These are the common factors for 48 and 72. Now we have to find the highest common factor. That means we have to find the highest value of that common factor. So 24 is the highest value, no? Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 24. In these common factors, 24 is the highest common factor. So highest common factor is 24. This is the first way. We can find the highest common factor 3 or 4 methods. Right? Here I will explain only 2 methods. Right? Then second method. So how can we find the highest common factor in second method? First, we have to write this 48 as a multiples of prime numbers. So we have to divide this 48 by the prime numbers. Here 48 divided by 2, 24. 24 divided by 2, that is 12. 12 divided by 2, 6. 6 divided by 2, 3. 3 divided by 3, 1. Then we can write as 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Here I have written this 48 as a multiples of prime numbers. Then 72. Here we have to divide this 72 by the prime numbers. Here 72 can be divided by 2. Then 36. 36 divided by 2, 18. 18 divided by 2, 9. 9 divided by 3, 3. 3 divided by 3, 1. Then we can write this 72 as a 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. Right? Now, we have written this 48 and also 72 as a multiples of prime numbers. Now we have to select the common one. Here this 2 is the common one. Here this 2 also common one. This is also common one. and these 3 also common, right? For this 48 and 72. So now we are going to find the highest common factor. So we have to multiply these all common 2 into 2 into 3. These are the common for these 48 and 72. Then if we multiply these 4 numbers, 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 2, 8, 8 into 3, 24. So in these two ways, we can find the highest common factor of 48 and 72, right? Then the question number 8. Find the LCM of 8 and 12. So here we have to find the LCM. Here LCM also we can find in 3 or 4 ways, right? So how can we find the LCM? Here first I am going to divide this 8 and 12 by the prime numbers. I am going to divide the both 8 and 12 by the prime numbers. Here I can divide by 2. Then 8 divided by 2, 4. 12 divided by 2, 6. Again, I can divide this both 4 and 6 by 2. Then 4 divided by 2, 2. 6 divided by 2, 3. Here I have to divide this 2 by 2, 1. Then here we can't divide this 3 by 2. So I am going to write down that 3. Here now I can divide by 3. Then 1 and 1. So if I multiply these 4 numbers, then I can get the LCM. Then the LCM is here 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. So 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 2, 8, 8 into 3, 24. Then 24 is the LCM of 8 and 12. Here by mentally also we can find. How can we find it mentally? Here 8, 12. That LCM means least common multiples, right? So first we have to select the highest value. Here 8 and 12, the highest value is 12, right? So first we have to take the first multiple of 12 is 12. Here we can't divide this 12 by 8, right? So then we have to take the second multiple of 12 is 24. Here we can divide this 24 by this 8 and also 12. So then 24 is the LCM. For an example, 4, 6, 8s are there. Here you are going to find the LCM of these 3 numbers. So which is the highest value of these 3? 8 is the highest value. So I am going to take the multiples of 8. Then first multiple of 8 is 8, right? Here first multiple of 8 is 8. So this 8 can be divided by 4 without remainder, but we can't divide this 8 by 6. So this 8 can't be a LCM. Because that should be a common multiple, no? So that we have to divide that LCM by these 3 digits, right? These 3 numbers. Right, here 8. Then the first multiple of 8 is 8. We can't divide by this 6. So 8 can't be LCM for these 3 numbers. Then the second multiple of 8 is 16. So here 16 we can divide by 4, but we can't divide by 6. So 16 not LCM for these 3 numbers. Then third multiple of 8 is 24. Here 24 we can divide by 4 and also 6 and also 8. So here this 24 can be divided by 4, 6 and 8. So 24 is the LCM of these 3 numbers. So how can we find it mentally? First you have to select the greatest value. That means greatest value means the largest value, right? Here 8 is the greatest value. So you have to take the multiples of that 8. Here first multiple of 8 is 8. We can divide by 6. So 8 is not a LCM. Then we have to get the second multiple of 8. That is 16. So you can't divide by 6. Then you are going to take the third multiple of 8. That is 24. Here 24 can be divided by 4. 24 can be divided by 6 and also 8. So 24 is the LCM. So in this way, we can find the LCM mentally also, right? So then question number 9. Expand x to the power 2 into y to the power 3. Or we can read x squared y cubed, right? So expand x to the power 2 into y to the power 3. So here x in second power. So we have to write x times x because the index is 2, right? Here y to the power 3, third power, right? So we have to write that y in 3 times, then y into y into y. So when we are expanding this x squared y cube, we have to write as x into x into y into y into y, right? Then question number 10. Here they are given x equal 2 and y equals 5. Find the value of x to the power 3, y to the power 2, right? Here we know the value of x and y. So by substituting this value, you can find the value of that expression, x to the power 3, y to the power 2. So you have to substitute the value first. Right. Then x to the power 3, y to the power 2. Here, this is x to the power 3 into y to the power 2, right? Then x to the power 3. Here the value of x is equal to 2. Then 2 to the power 3. Here y to the power 2. The value of y is equal to 5. Then 5 to the power 2. Here 2 to the power 3. Right? So we have to write 3 times. Here 2 into 2 into 2. That is 2 to the power 3. Then 2 into 2, 4. 4 into 2, 8. Then 2 to the power 3 is equal to 8 times 5 to the power 2. Then 5 into 5 is equal to 25. Then we have to multiply 8 by 25. Then 200 is the answer for that question number 10. Here they have given the value for x and y. So by substituting, we have to find the values of x to the power 3 y squared. So here the value of x is equal to 2, then 2 to the power 3 times value of y is equal to 5, then 5 to the power 2. 2 to the power 3 is equal to 8, 5 to the power 2 is equal to 25, then 8 times 25 is equal to 200. Then question number 11. Ravi was born 1996, March 2nd. Calculate his age today. So we have to find the age of him. Right? So what is the date today? Today, 2021, July 7th, right? So we are going to find the age of him. So first we will write years and month and days, right? So today is 2021, month is 7, July is 7 month, days 7, the date is 7, no? Right now we have to, Ravi was born 1996, March 2nd, then 1996, March 2nd. Now we are going to find the age of him. Then how can we find the age? We have to subtract. Then normally you know that if you born that 1996, then now year is 2021. So you have to subtract this 1996 from 2021, then you can get the age, right? So here 2021, July 7th, 1996, March 2nd. So here we are going to subtract 7 minus 2, 5. 7 minus 3, 4. Here 11 minus 6, 5. Then 11 minus 9, 2. Here this is 9 now. 9 minus 9, 0. 1 minus 1, 0. Then the age is 25 years, 4 months and 5 days. So age of Ravi is 25 years, 4 months and 5 days. Right? Then question number 12. Here Ravi was born on 2006, April 15th. His sister Raghavi was elder than Ravi by 2 years, 2 months and 20 days. When did Raghavi was born? Right? Here they have given the date of birth of Ravi. He was born 2006, April 15th. Now the age of Raghavi, here his sister's age was elder than Ravi by 2 years, 2 months and 20 days. So we have to find the date of birth of Raghavi. That means we have to find when she did born, right? Here, year, month and day. 2006, April 15th. Here, Raghavi was elder than Ravi by 2 years and 2 months, 2 years and 2 months and 20 days. Now we are going to find the date of birth of Raghavi. So how can we find? Here Raghavi is elder one, no? So we have to subtract. Then only here Ravi was born 2006. If Raghavi is elder one, then she was born early, no? Than Ravi. So we have to subtract. Here 15 minus 20. Here we can't subtract 20 from 15. So we have to borrow 1. If we borrow 1 from this month, here we are going to borrow 1 month. If we borrowed 1 month, we know that in 1 month there are 30 days. So 30 days, here already we have 15. So 30 plus 15, 45. Now we have to subtract 20. Then 5, 2. Here, you can't subtract 20 from 15. So you have to borrow 1 from this 4 month. So if you borrow 1 month, we can convert as days. We know that in 1 month there are 30 days. Here we are bringing 30 days. Then 30, here already we have 15. Then totally now we have 45 days. Now we have to subtract 20 from 45, then 25, then days 25. Here already we have given 1. So now this became as 3. Then 3 minus 2, 1. Here 6 minus 2, 4. Then 2004. Then the date of birth, right, is 2004, January 25th, Raghavi was born, right? So 2004, January 25th is the date of birth of Raghavi. Then question number 13. Convert 7 gram 23 milligram in milligram. Here you know that we have to convert this gram and milligram into milligram, right? We know that 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligram, right? 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligram, right? Here 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligram. Here there are 7 gram and 23 milligram, 1000 milligram. There are 7 gram and 23 milligram. 7 gram and 23 milligram. Here this 23 already in milligram. So only we have to convert this 7 gram into milligram, then we can convert into milligram. So first we have to convert this 7 gram into milligram. Here we know that 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligram. Then 7 gram is equal to 7000 milligram. So there are 23 milligram. Then totally we have 7023 milligram. Right? So we have to know that 1 gram is equal to 1000 milligram. So if we want to convert this 7 gram 23 milligram, first we have to convert this 7 gram into milligram. Then we have to add with 23, then 7023 milligram. Then question number 14, simplify. 6 plus -7 plus -1. Here there are three numbers with five signs, right? Here 6 plus -7 plus -1. Here this is also plus, right? Here there are three numbers only, but we have five signs. So we have to reduce two signs. How can we reduce? Here you have to know, when we are multiplying same sign, we can get the positive. So minus, plus into plus plus, minus into minus also plus. Here plus into minus, minus, minus into plus also minus. So when we are multiplying same sign, we can get the plus. When we are multiplying different sign, we can get minus, right? Here plus 6. Here there are two signs near. So we have to multiply these two signs. Then this way is very easy to find, easy to simplify, right? So plus into minus, minus 7. Here we are multiplying these two signs, plus into minus, minus. Plus into minus, minus 1. Because in grade 7, you have only addition in directed numbers. In grade 8 also, you have grade 8, you have subtraction. So here in grade 7, you can find the answer. You can simplify the addition or subtraction, right? Then how can we subtract or how can we add it? First, you have to think. Here there are three numbers, but there are five signs. So you have to reduce two signs because the number of signs and also number of numbers should be equal. Here, if there are three signs, then we have to keep the signs also 3. So we are reducing the sign. How can we reduce the signs? We are going to multiply these signs. Plus into minus, minus. Here plus into minus, minus. Now here there are three numbers with three sides. Now first we will simplify these two. Here these two numbers have different sign. Plus 6, minus 7. Those are different sign. So we should know, if the signs are different, then we have to subtract. Then 7 minus 6, 1. Then we have to put the bigger one sign, that is minus. Then plus 6 minus 7. Here these two, there are two numbers with two different signs. If the signs are different, then we have to subtract. Then 7 minus 6 is equal to 1. Then we have to put the bigger one sign, that is minus. Here minus 1. Now here, there are two numbers with two same sign. If the signs are same, then we have to add. Then 1 plus 1, 2. Then we have to put the same sign, minus. Then negative 2 is the answer. So in this way, you can find, you can simplify any directed numbers, right? So here, plus 6 plus minus 7 plus minus 1. So first we have to reduce the signs. So here plus into minus, minus, plus into minus, minus. Then we got plus 6 minus 7 minus 1. Then first we simplify these two. Then plus 6 minus 7, those are different sign. So we have to subtract. Then 7 minus 6 is equal to 1. Then we have to put the bigger one sign, that is minus. Here minus 1. Here these two numbers have same sign. So then we can add these two. Then 1 plus 1, 2. Then we have to put the sign minus. Then minus 2 is the answer. Question number 15. Convert 0.08 into fraction and simplify. So first we have to convert this decimal number into fraction. Here, after this decimal point, there are only 2 digits. Then we have to write 8 over 100. If there are 2 digits, then we have to write 100. If there are 3 digits, then we have to write 1000. If there is 1 digit, then we have to write 10. Right? Here, after this decimal point, there are only 2 digits. So we have to write the denominator as 100. So when we are dividing by 100, we have to move this decimal point by 2 digits. So here after this decimal point, there are 2 digits. So we have to write 8 over 100. Here now we have converted this decimal into fraction, but we have to simplify. When you are giving, when you are writing the final answer, you have to give in simplest form. So you have to divide this numerator and the denominator by a common factor. So first we have to check 8 and 100. By which number, which highest value we can divide 8 and 100? We can divide by 4. So 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2. 100 divided by 4 is equal to 25. Then 2 over 25 is the answer. Right. These 15 questions are in your syllabus. That means your grade 7 syllabus. Now we are going to do O-level question, but that is the grade 6, grade 7 questions. Those are also grade 6, grade 7, and also grade 5 questions. Don't worry about it. This is the 2012 O-level paper. Here, evaluate 4.3 plus 0.43. Now you can find the answer because you are going to add 2 decimal numbers, right? Here you have learned this, how to add the decimal number in grade 5 and grade 6. Right. Here that after the decimal point, there are 2 digits. So here only 1 digit. Then we can put a 0 here. 0 plus 3 is equal to 3. 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. Then 4 plus 0 is equal to 4. Then the answer is 4.73. Right? Then question number 17. Simplify 4a plus 3b minus 2a. This is also grade 7. But this question came in 2012 O-level paper. Here you know in the algebraic expression you have learned. Here these are the different, what do you call that? Expression. Unlike terms. Here 4a and 3b are unlike terms. But this 4a and 2a are like terms. Here we can subtract the like terms. Then 4a minus 2a is equal to 2a plus 3b. Here we can't add. Why? Because these two are unlike terms. Then the answer is 2a plus 3b. Then question number 18. This is also in the paper of 2012 O-level paper. Express 1750 gram in kilogram. So you have to convert this gram into kilogram. So how can we convert? You have to think. If there is 5,000 gram, how can we convert into kilogram? So we have to divide by 1,000. Then that will be 5 kilogram. So here 1750, we have to divide by 1,000. Isn't it? Here you know, in grade 7 you have learned in decimal. The number is dividing by a power of tens, 1,000. Right here there are 3 zeros. So here the point is here. When you are dividing by 1,000, you have to move this decimal point by 3 digit left side. Then you have to write 7.50 kilogram or 1.750 kilogram or 1.75 kilogram because there is no value for this 0. So you can write in these two ways, 1.750 or 1.75 kilogram. Right? Then next one. Here some are sending the answer as 1 kilogram 750 gram. So that is wrong. Because if they ask express 1750 gram in kilogram and gram, then you can write as 1 kilogram 750 gram. But the question is express 1750 gram in kilogram. So you have to write the answer in kilograms. So you have to divide by 1,000. Then you can write as 1.750 or 1.75 kilogram. Then question number 19. Here 1.2 into 5. This is 2013 O-level, right? Here you are going to multiply a decimal number by a whole number. Here without decimal, this is 12, right? Without decimal, this is 12. Then 12 into 5, 60. Here in the question, there is the digit after this decimal point. So in the answer also, there should be a digit after this decimal point. Then we can write as 6.0 or 6 because these two are equal, right? Then 20th, express 1.5 meter in centimeter. This is also 2013 O level. So here we have to convert this meter into centimeter. 1.5 meter into centimeter. Here we know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter and half meter is equal to 50 centimeter. Then totally we have 150 centimeter, right? So 1.5 meter is equal to 150 centimeters. So these are the questions we have learned today, students. Right, okay. Today is the second paper class. So today also we are going to do some questions. I hope we can do at least 20 questions today. This is the first one. Simplify 24 divided by 17 minus 5.